That was the most fascinating part of my Jake interview is he was like, who is we? And I was like, I don't know. I seem like the U.S. or like whatever,
Right,
you know,
but
aerospace corporations you might be working for. And then he was like, no,
we
it's
don't have
like,
shit.
yeah, well, he's like, it's all, he's like, it's black money. It was almost like it was like mafia wars and international, transnational corporations and interests, you know, across the world doing this stuff.
And yeah, trying to investigate this subject, particularly with the vehicle you saw, hits so many dead ends. I mean, it's been talked about publicly by Greer, but he always says that he knows the craft you saw, the souped up version of the 8-gun that Jake retrieved, is made by the Lockheed Skunk Works in Northrop Grumman. He says that I myself have pressed into that with, you know, you do art for him and say, where does he get this?
Well, that's the thing is I think it's speculation. I mean, because unless you're physically working for these companies, you're not going to know what's what. I mean, he may be connecting the dots because he's talked to over 1,000 other people that may have been working for these programs and maybe have articulated something personally to him. I'm not entirely sure of because I'm not in Greer's head. What I will say is that this field offers a lot of speculation and it offers a lot of confusion. Because really, at the end of the day, we only know what we experience personally. And what your interpretation of it and how you tell the story is going to be different than what you say. Because here's the problem. Every time you retell a story, you're reframing it based off of memory as much as you can. So yes, I understand that for myself with the story. There could be details I left out that I don't remember. There could be certain things, you know, so it's just going off of memory of what you retell, you're reframing. So with Jake's incident, with him red teaming the event, I think one of the things that is a little bit hard for me to accept is the fact that this, meaning back channel from somebody in the programs, doesn't happen with anybody. It didn't happen to Hecker, it didn't happen to DC Long, it didn't happen to Stephen Digna. It hasn't happened to anybody else I know.
And these are all
people that came forward with me.
Forward with you, and some of them went on Sean Ryan.
I'm the only one that has been corroborated with or by people